If there was ever one game you should have watched this year, okay, maybe a second game, it would have been this Saturday's matchup with Xaverian and Everett, two of the top teams in the state year in and year out. Needless to say, if you don't already know the outcome, it was an upset special. I'm Chad Finn, this is The Huddle. Let's get straight to the highlights. The Hawks came into this game as the #1 team in Eastern Mass after having held off powerhouse Brockton earlier in the year. But they had another thing coming to them when Jonathan DiBiaso and the Crimson Tide rolled into Westwood. DiBiaso's 4-yard touchdown run got the Tide going, taking a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. Xaverian came back in the second half using a bit of trickery with a 3-yard touchdown run by Nick McDaniels running the Statue of Liberty play. It's so nice, let's look at it twice. The score gave the Hawks a 7-6 lead. Everett followed right back with a 2-yard touchdown run by Vondell Langston. And then DiBiaso struck again with a 17-yard touchdown pass to Manny Espria. Espria would also return a 47-yard interception for a touchdown as Everett downed Xaverian 28-13. In other action, Brockton faced off with New Hampshire Power Pinkerton Academy Friday night. Paul Mraz threw a 48-yard touchdown to Miami-bound Albert Louis Jean and ran for a touchdown of his own. Boxers running back Trevon Offley ran for a 5-yard touchdown to cap Brockton's night for a 21-14 win. Zach Bates scores one of 3 Reading rushing touchdowns as the Rockets shut out Lincoln Sudbury 21-0. With such a memorable game of the week this last week, it's going to be tough to top it. But as Falmouth travels to Plymouth North this Friday, I happen to think it's going to be a pretty good one. I've got Bob Holmes here with me, high school sports editor for the Boston Globe. Bob, what can you tell us about these two teams? Plymouth North makes a big leap into the top 20 this week, Falmouth at number 9. Is this as appealing a matchup as it seems?
It really is, and Plymouth North's jump up into the top 20 is well-deserved. The standard of excellence in the Atlantic Coast League has always been Marshfield. Plymouth North shut out Marshfield this week and earned the spot in the top 20.
BC High victory for Falmouth beat BC High a while back. That was their big win, kind of their coming out party. With these two teams, are they sort of star-laden, or are they teams that sort of get it done with a variety of different players?
It's a whole lot of different players. I mean, this is our paper that we ran Monday with all our scoring leaders. And, look for a Falmouth player. Try to find me a Plymouth North player. There aren't any to be found in here. It's really not an individual star system that they have. I mean, the quarterbacks are very good. Dylan Mansfield for Falmouth, Cody Merritt for Plymouth North, very talented players. But it's not one kid that you're going to see every week at the top of the scoring parade.
It sounds like a pretty compelling matchup to me. That's going to be our wrap for this week. For the latest on Eastern Mass football and more, check out boston.com/schools. He's Bob Holmes. I'm Chad Finn. We'll see you next week.